Boy, it's been a minute, huh? It's been a minute, huh? I can't even tell y'all the last time I went 7 days without uploading or 7 days without sitting at my desk and talking to y'all. You feel me? Talking to the microphone, talking to the ethers, talking to the universe, talking to myself. It's been a long time since I did that. I'm not sitting here complaining. I'm not gonna sit here and bash myself. It truly is what it is, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, boys and girls. I've been going through shit off camera, just like everybody has in life. Everybody be going through things, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I'm just living my life, and my life is progressing, and my life is going, and I'm growing with it. It's just that simple. I know it's a lot of people who they want me to go back to something, but I could never go back to something. Like ever in my life, I could never go back to something because I can't go back to the same mind frame that I was once in. So, for example, right? I was going to title this video "Who Am I?" Right? And that is because I wanted to show y'all that I am constantly changing just like everybody else is on this planet. The way that I view quote unquote sellouts and the industry is completely different than how I once viewed it. I look at life now in the sense that truly everything is possible and truly that I am manifesting things and truly that my imagination is real, right? And since I believe that I was creating these realities for myself, creating the reality where people was selling their soul, creating a reality where people was getting more and more demonic. And I just wanted to stop projecting that into my life. It's not about the money because I was getting some money. It's not about that. It's not about the numbers. It's all about my peace and what I have envisioned for myself in the future. I'm glad that I figured this out because I put myself in a cycle. Um, the cycle that I was in, it was like a constant hunt. I understand, man. Like hunting is cool, and hunting is still a part of me that like to hunt. I ain't gonna lie, but I can just hunt for different things. Money is not something that I need to be hunting for because it's like, bro, it's so much money in the world. I don't need to hunt for that shit. I can pick my phone up and find some money. I just found some more money today. When I say found some money, I mean found a method to make some money. Not literally like, ooh, nigga, $50 as soon as I open my phone up. No, I just found another way to make some money. It's always gonna be ways to make money. And another thing that I noticed and that I realized and that y'all can use for yourselves is that whenever you feel aligned with something and whenever you actually follow through with something, you will be compensated. Whatever that compensation is varies. But 9 times out of 10, if you decide to really go for something and really do something, you are going to be monetized or, you know, compensated monetarily. You feel me? Especially if you was making this your life goal or not even your life goal, your livelihood. If you was making something your livelihood, it will be your livelihood. It will be your financial support. However, when you fuck up that current, and that's what I did. I fucked up the current. And truly there is no fucking up in life because you can only one take this bitch. How is this not perfection? Right? But fucking up the current, it don't look like how a lot of niggas think it look. Fucking up the current is basically just going through a mental shift. And the mental shift took me away from all of that shit that y'all seen. I know that it's a lot of y'all who are still in that same mind frame, but you don't realize that you was bottle capping yourself and you was projecting something onto yourself. Now, I can say it because I lived it, man. I'm gonna combine this video, right? Perception is reality. Y'all have to really understand that shit. Perception is reality. I wish I would have understood this sooner. It's different for me to just repeat something and say it, or to read something and say it, but to actually apply the knowledge that I learned and to actually watch it play out in real time through experimenting as a scientist. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual scientist, if you will. Actually applying these things and testing them out and experimenting in real time, it brings you to a whole different conclusion. instead of just saying shit. Like I was just, bruh, I'm not gonna say I wasn't learning and I wasn't applying things, but I just wasn't at the level that I'm at right now. I wasn't at the level of understanding that I'm at right now. And you know, a lot of people it's gonna be easy to say from the outside looking in. It would be easy for me to say to my past self, well, you know, it's obvious that you was putting yourself in these situations and whoop de whoop de whoop. But when you are in the thick of something, you don't understand. Or not, I'm not even gonna say you don't understand. When I was in the thick of something, I didn't understand. It's almost like the same sense of when you are consistently taking something for granted. You don't I don't it's just the thing where it's like you don't really sit in the moment and understand what the fuck is going on. You're just going. But it was right at the time. It felt right at the time. That doesn't mean that it feel right now. That don't mean that my mind hasn't changed. That don't mean that I haven't changed as a person. Also, a way that you can experiment with perception is by trying it on people. You can try it on people, bruh. You can dead ass try this shit on people. Just find somebody in your workspace, right? Find somebody in your workspace, find somebody in your school system. I'm not going to, this might sound kind of fucked up, but honestly, I don't care. Find somebody that you inherently don't really give a fuck about, right? Or you can do this to your mama, or you can do this to your grandma, or your brother, or your cousin, or your girlfriend, or your boyfriend. Just experiment in a sense where you like, okay, so Lindo Simon said perception is reality. Thousands and thousands and millions of other niggas have said perception is reality. How serious am I actually taking this? So, what can I do to change my perception on myself? You can do it on yourself too, or other people. One thing that I can do is, okay, whenever my girl fucking fart or something, whenever my girl fart, I'm gonna just focus on that. I'm gonna try to focus on whenever my girl fart. And now, whenever your girl farting, you is naturally gonna start to think like, bro, this bitch nasty, or you want somebody to be perceived as nasty, or it could be the positive way. You want to perceive your girlfriend as loving. You want to perceive your girlfriend as smart. You are naturally going to start to pay attention to the smart things. Now, where this gets fucked up sometimes is I know with me, when I'm feeling emotions, it sometimes blurs my vision. It blurs my vision and it makes me think differently and it makes me perceive differently as well. So you have to stay on top of it, man. If you stay on top of it, it won't be a problem. But always know that your perception is your reality at all times. Use it to figure yourself out. Use it to upgrade yourself. Use it to be yourself. Because whatever you perceive yourself to be is what you will be. It's just that simple. Now, with that being said, let me open up my notes. Let me go to my next video. So, in this video, I wanted to come on here and talk about, and I'm talking about in this video, I really haven't even stopped recording. What if I just uploaded like a whole hour long video to show y'all that I really do this shit for real? I really do this, bro. This is not like no fucking funsy dick playing bullshit. Like I really do this. So I'm about to show y'all, bro. I'm about to just show y'all. So the next topic, realization takes time. Now I know that might sound, oh, so simple. You don't even realize that you didn't realize that. You don't even realize that until you realize that. You feel me? One thing that we have to understand with reality is that when you was out here, you know, living life. Oh my gosh, and I'm such a fucking genius because I literally wrote this down as well. When you are living through life, things vibrate in and out your reality, right? And we're going to keep it on a small level right now. When things are vibrating in and out of your reality, it is dependent on your frequency. And your frequency changes by your consciousness expanding. And your consciousness expands based off of what you realize, what you are aware of. Realization. So, You don't realize something unless you become aware of it. You probably won't, or now you're gonna say you probably won't. For example, I didn't realize this book right here, anyone can become or anyone can make a million, right? By what's this nigga name? Moreland Moreland Schulman, right? I didn't realize that book. Before I realized that book, or before this book stuck itself out to me, or vibrated into my reality, or became a part of my reality, it did not exist. It did not exist. You couldn't fucking tell me anything about anyone can make a million. A blue book called Anyone Can Make a Million by fucking Moreland Schmorland, whatever this nigga name is. You couldn't tell me anything about that because I hadn't realized that it was there. And you can apply that same concept to so many different things in your life based off of realization. Your self betterment is based off of realization. However, you have to experience things in order to realize things. You have to experience looking up, tilting your head up and looking at this bookshelf. You have to experience dealing with other people in order to see how other people are. You have to experience dealing with yourself in order to see how you are, in order to realize how you are. You have to experiment with different situations in order to realize how you react in different situations. All of these things show you that realization takes time, bro. It takes time. Sometimes you aren't going to realize things, man. Sometimes you aren't going to realize things like politics. 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 Poly. Poly. Poli. Sounds like poly. Y'all know poly is many, right? Poly. And then you got ticks at the end. They be playing little games like this. Then you got ticks at the end. What are ticks? What are ticks? Ticks are little fucking parasites. So you got politics, polyticks, many parasites, nigga. Now, I didn't realize that this was a thing until I was talking to an old head in the gym one day. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck I ain't never think of that? You know, like sitting here thinking like, bro, this shit was really right in front of my face. How did I not realize this? It's simply because it was not my time or a part of my reality to realize. I wasn't aware. I didn't know. It didn't exist to me. That thought didn't exist to me. The terminology didn't exist to me. I didn't realize it. However, with time, it came. So ultimately, with whatever you dealing with, and you might be confused, you might be motherfucking, I don't know, nigga, you anything. Basically confused or longing for knowledge, right? Because I have a thing where I told y'all in the beginning of this video, I like hunting. I ain't gonna lie. I like hunting. I like going out. I like chasing. I like searching. That's just what my soul likes to do. I like to search. I like to find. I like to learn. I didn't realize that I like to learn until I got out of school. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that I was constantly the obnoxious nigga not in school, but outside of school who was consistently asking questions. I didn't realize that. How I used to question the doctors as a little ass nigga because I was in and out the hospital. I didn't realize that, right? I didn't realize how I was always looking for an answer. So I decided to divert my energy from hunting for negativity and trying to basically trying to get y'all to do something that y'all not doing or whatever the case may be. Do something different when in reality I can't control you. Right? And quite frankly, I don't really give a fuck either. But I turned that hunting and warrior like energy, I turned it to, you know, looking for knowledge, hunting for knowledge and some other shit. You feel me? Hunting for a deeper understanding of my girl, hunting for an understanding of myself. It just go on and on and on. But what you have to understand is though, And what I want you to understand, you listening to this video, is that with time, if you are on the path, if you have made your mind up, if your actions align with your mindset, then you will come to a realization. It is guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. As time goes on, have faith because you will realize whatever you are looking for. You will realize it. Whether you want to realize it or not is up to you. Some people will be face to face with the realization, and I've been here before, and I've also seen it. Some people will be face to face with something, and they will not want to accept it. That's up to you as well. That's up to you as well. I'm not sitting here to tell you to accept the shit if you don't want to accept it, because if you don't want to accept something, you don't want to accept it. I'm not your fucking daddy. I'm just the leader. You feel me? If you don't want to follow my lead, that's on you. But what I'm here to tell you is, though, a lot of niggas, I've been here before. I've been face to face with something. I've been face to face with a realization, and I didn't accept it. It's just that simple. Now, I'm not going to say if I regret it or if I resonated with the non acceptance, but I've been at the point where I wasn't accepting the reality, where I was trying to escape the reality, where I just wasn't looking for, I didn't want the answer that I got, you know? But it is what it is. Understand that it will come with time. Everything will. Everything good will. And understand this, everything is happening for you. Every single thing is happening for you. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you, bro. Okay, so here go another topic. It's another topic on here. The truth paradox, man. The truth paradox. Now, the reason I said the truth paradox, it's like my little Orlando Sama philosophy. I don't even know why the fuck I put paradox. Is paradox the correct term? Hold on. Paradox. It's in my history. Okay, it is a statement that, despite apparently valid reasoning from true or apparently true premise, leads to a seemingly contradictory, or a logically unacceptable conclusion. Okay, so the truth paradox. That's why I said this is because truth is constantly being challenged and truth is constantly changing. So a lot of y'all would come on here and call me a truth speaker. That is because I was speaking my truth. It's not the truth, because the truth is that there is no truth. But I was speaking my truth, which made me a truth speaker. I was speaking my truth, speaking my opinion, speaking my thought process, speaking my experiences, speaking my life on this bitch. I'm still speaking truth. But that does not mean what I am saying is absolute. That does not mean what I am saying is going to stand up tomorrow. Because I can believe that truth is a paradox today, but tomorrow I can be like, you know what? Some truths is not a paradox. You feel me? Some truths is what they are. But whatever your truth is and whatever you say the truth is, realize how somebody is always on the other end of that bitch. It don't matter if you say the sky is blue. I guarantee you, bro, it is at least one motherfucker on this planet who will swear up and down that the sky is red. And I would not be surprised at all. Like, for real. And if I think that they're lying or not is not, that's not up to me to even think about. I don't even want to think about if somebody is lying, because I don't want to perceive somebody as a liar, and I don't want to project reality, lying into my reality. What I am telling you is, though, that truth is constantly challenged. Truth is constantly changed. Think about this, right? What's some fucking major innovation they've just made? Okay. So at one point, I looked at my PC. At one point, the 3070 Ti was the highest graphics card known to fucking mankind, nigga. Nigga, at one point, niggas was talking about the 3070 Ti, like how niggas be talking about the motherfucking, I don't know, 4080, 5070, whatever the fucking highest graphics card is. Niggas was talking about that shit like it was cracking the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was just unfuckable. Nothing could ever compare, or nothing could ever compete with it, right? That's how niggas viewed the 3070 Ti. And at the time, that was the truth. However, it's 2026 now. The truth does not, that's not the truth anymore. That's not the truth anymore. Okay, so let me use myself as an example. It used to be the truth. Okay, so if you would have asked me in 2021, what do you want to do with your life? I probably would have said, man, I just want to make money and smoke. That's not the truth anymore. That's not the truth anymore because I don't even smoke anymore. You see what I'm saying? Now now, I may have hit the blunt one time. My friend sparked that bitch up. I'm like, let me hit that bitch real quick. I may have hit that motherfucker one time. I may have hit that motherfucker one time, right? Every blue moon, right? But I don't do it on my own time anymore. I just do it because let's just do it. I'm still fighting an addiction. I'm still fighting an addiction. I've been addicted to weed since I was 15. A lot of niggas think addiction is cool. It ain't. And yes, you addicted to weed, nigga. Yes, you addicted to that breeze, nigga. Yes, you addicted to your phone, nigga. My girl just brought that shit to my attention earlier today. I ain't want to hear it, but it is what it is. Yes, you addicted to that game, nigga. You addicted. You addicted. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Do what you gonna do. You might be addicted to reading. Some of y'all addicted to beating y'all meat. Let's just be 100. Some of y'all addicted to beating y'all meat for real, but it is what it is. Though. You feel me? It is what it is. Now, where were we? Where were we? Let's reroute. Let's reroute. Oh yeah, truth is constantly changing. That is not the truth anymore. Um, you know, at one point you might have thought that you wanted to be with a girl for the rest of your life. That was the truth. You told a girl that you was going to be with her for the rest of your life. That was the truth at the time. However, things changed. The truth changed. The truth will always change. Your truth really means nothing. Leading into my next thing, your opinion does not matter. And that's something that I had to realize for myself. Now, when I was making content that was very opinionated, right? I was getting met with a lot of opinions as well. And even with this, when you are discussing philosophy, you will be met with other philosophy. That's different. But when you are just basing opinions, random opinions, you don't really know what the hell you're talking about. You just speaking completely off intuition, right? And what you are seeing. But sometimes what you are seeing is not real. And remember what I said, perception is reality. So how you are seeing things is based off of how you are perceiving things. So I was being met with a lot of that, right? A lot of negativity, a lot of negative opinions because I was giving out negative opinions. I was giving out negativity, regardless if I had positive intentions or not. The root of what I was using, even though bro, those videos helped so many people. Like, I'm not discrediting myself at all. I don't want to discredit myself because the videos that I made helped so many people find themselves. It helped me find myself, right? It helped y'all done came to me like, bro, I was so depressed, but you made things clear for me, or I was addicted to something. You made me get off that shit. Like I was getting so many positive messages based off of how I impacted people's lives, right? And it's nothing wrong with that. And that's what we do it for. But on the other end of the pole, and there's always gonna be another end, but I was getting, bullshit that doesn't have to be. It didn't have to be the way it was. The confrontations with other creators, um, the link ups with other creators, whatever the case may be, that didn't have to be. But it was because I was consistently putting because I was consistently putting myself in that way. Another thing I had to ask myself and answer is this something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life? And am I about to be looking at celebrity drama and dissecting it for the rest of my life? Even if I am spiritually decoding that shit, is that something that I want to do for the rest of my life? Fuck no. Because at some point, I'm not going to want to care to focus on nobody else. I'm just going to want to shout out to this nigga who posted this full movie too. I'm not going to be caring about other shit. At some point, I'm going to have kids. I'm going to be wanting to focus on my kids. I'm going to be wanting to focus on myself. I'm not about to want to focus on this other shit. I'm still going to engage with content creation. Shout out to Plug Simon. Still gonna engage with the industry because I enjoy content. Even if it is some bullshit, I still enjoy it. That would not change. That's something that I'm just infatuated with. Currently at least. Like I said, that shit might change tomorrow. Now, with that being said, your opinion don't matter. It really don't. And the quicker you realize that, the better. Say you was dealing with your mans and your dog, he is, he fucking with this girl heavy. He fucking with this girl heavy, man. Him and this girl have been dealing with each other for a very long time. Oh, just tipped my water over. And I'm like I said, I'm just gonna upload this full video because I need, bro. Y'all gotta know, like, this is I really do this for real. This is not no fake shit. I'm not reading no script. This is 25, 26 minutes of me just going off the dome. Me just being a current because this is what the fuck I do. And I don't want anybody to ever forget that. Because this is what I do. I don't want myself to forget that. Really? That's really what it is. Like, hey man. Anyways, bro. Let me drink some water. Back to the analogy. Yo, man's is fucking with a girl, right? And he really liked this girl, you know. You know that this girl is a whore. But your man's is really fucking with her. You know that this girl just cheated on your man's last night. Sucked some other nigga dick. Fucked some other nigga, got a train ran on her. Bukkakied. All types of shit. Right? And you trying to tell your man's like, bro, that girl ain't good for you, bro. You know, like you trying up and down. But yo, man's he don't care. He does not care. He's still fucking with this girl. He proposed to her the next day after she got a train ran on her in Bukkake. He proposed to her and she said yes. The reason that I'm saying this and painting this analogy is to give you an example of when and how your opinion don't mean shit to nobody but you. Because regardless of that train ran on her, he hear you. Regardless of that train ran on her, he hear you. Regardless of that bukkake, he hear you. But in his head, he thinking, nobody else make me feel how she make me feel. Nobody else can cook up some food like she cook up some food. Nobody else can heal my spirit the way she healed my spirit. Nobody else can, I don't know, make my clothes the way she make my clothes, wash my clothes, fold my clothes, do my locks. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dress me, whatever fuck niggas be having going on in their relationship. Counsel me, you feel me? Consult me. Nobody else can do it like she can. So he not worried about the bukkake. However, if that happened to you, if you found out your bitch got bukkakeed, you out the door. You feel me? You out the doski. You not fucking with no bukkake bitch because you don't want that for yourself. But that is your opinion. So your opinion don't matter to anybody but yourself. The opinions that you speak out into the world is your opinion. And that's another thing that I had to realize, that my opinion didn't matter to the next person. Now, I do know that my words hold weight. And you should know that your words hold weight as well, especially if you a man. So if you saying things, you will influence a lot of people, especially men with less willpower than you have. You will influence a lot of people. You will change a lot of things. However, that does not mean that you are doing things the correct way. That does not mean that your way is the only way. That does not mean that your way is the perfect way. And that does not mean that your opinion matters. It doesn't. Because somebody else could come through with another opinion to counter yours. It's a never ending cycle, especially when you was trying to do this opinionated shit. Speak on things that you know. Speak on things that you know. Speak on things that you've experienced. Speak on things that you've learned, and you will reap the benefits, bro. Okay, hold on. Let me let me delete a lot of these things because I don't want to come back on here. I don't want to come back on here and basically like repeat a video or anything like that. Where is the your opinion? Doesn't matter. Okay. So I spoke on the vibrating in and out, but I kind of want to speak on it again because some people might have got confused. Vibrating in and out. Things vibrate in and out your reality on a consistent basis. I hope you know that. I heard a story the other day, and I'm just tell this story and we gonna move on. I heard a story the other day. It was on the channel 363 Empire. He be having a lot of different thought leaders come on that platform, and on that platform they be talking about a whole bunch of shit. Now, Brother Rich is his name. He was talking about how um he was trying to learn how to play chess, right? He was trying to learn how to play chess, and he seen a man on the street. And the man, he never seen that man before. The man was playing chess. And Rich met him. Rich was talking to him. And the man was like, where he was asking the man, like, why I ain't never seen you before? You know, like, I've been living here my whole life and I never seen you. And the man replied, I've been here for 30 years. I've been in this spot every day for 30 years. You just never noticed me. It's the same concept with whatever else you was dealing with. With whatever else you was dealing with. You will tune in and out to certain things and certain frequencies. I hope you know that. So if you are not experiencing something, if you are not seeing something, know that it is because y'all are just not on the correct frequency. If you don't get what you want, or if you don't realize something, you are not energetically aligned with it. It's just that simple. Now, this video 31 minutes. I don't want to talk y'all head off, man. Just and my granny coming downstairs. Y'all know, y'all hear the door open, all type of shit. Y'all know. I don't got a door right now. I'm in the basement. But one of y'all like, what did you do to not have a door? Because I was telling niggas in Discord. Niggas thought that I was getting disciplined. No. I just moved my shit to the basement. I don't have a door. But I'm going to get one eventually. And I'm going to be in here. I'm gone.